Can you treat me good? I will settle for less. You a hot boy, a rock boy, a fun toy Glock boy. Where you live? Is it by yourself? Can I move with you? Do you need some help? I cook boy, I give you more. I'm a fly girl, and I like those hot boys. Baby, you got what I want. Y'all be driving Lexus Jeeps and the Benz Jeeps and the Lincoln Jeeps, nothing cheaper. Got the platinum visa. Hot boys, baby, you got what I want. See, 'cause y'all be driving Jaguars and the Bentleys and the Rolls Royce, playing hardballs with the platinum visa. Is that your car, the SKA? Are you riding alone? Can I be your date? Come get me, get me. Don't diss me, don't trick me. Got some friends, can they come too? Can you hook them up with some boys like you? A hot boy.
What's up, world? How are you doing tonight? What's up? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Talk with Teezy presents Venus versus Mars. I am your host, Teezy, and I'm in the building. I'm back with another one, you guys. You know how we do. We always start off with a little bit of music to get things going. And, of course, the Venus versus Mars family is just going to come on as time rolls. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I hope that everyone is safe because it was a bad storm in the Hartford area. So, prayers to everybody out there, and I hope that everybody is safe and nobody got really hurt and things like that. So what's up, Lexi? She already starting it off. Excuse me, you still didn't call your child. Hello. So before we even what's up, Grind Hard? So our topic for tonight is just like, this is to me like a hot topic. I just been seeing it flow all over social media, and I'm just like, why not talk about it on the Venus versus Mars? Get a different perspective from females and males. Like, you never know. Some might feel the same. Some females might feel the same as a male might feel. Some males might feel the same as a female might feel. So I think that this is a hot topic that we should talk about tonight. So Lexi, she's starting it off, and she said the child. So Lexi, why do you think that the child should get their plate first? Oh, wait. I'm bugging. I don't even know if I said the topic. Sorry, you guys. So the topic is, the topic that I've been seeing going around is who should receive the plate first? Or, whose plate should be made first? The man or the child/children? So it's just a hot topic. People it's been all different type of perspectives and point of views. And I think, honestly, a lot of it has to do with your upbringing. I think that a lot of it has to do with what you were taught growing up, or maybe seeing in your household, or even just learned behavior being, told that it needs to be this way, or it's wrong if it's not this way, or it's wrong if it's not this way. So we're going to tap in to try to find out, what do you think about it? Okay. Nakia said children first. What's up, Nakia? All right, so explain why you say children first. Why do you say the children first? For me, you guys, what's up, girl? For me, honestly, like, I think that my stance on it, first of all, I just think that it's not that serious. But I am a little bit more old school, and I look at a little bit of how I was raised and how I was taught when my mom, when she was married, when she got married and, did what she did with her husband, and we were in a household. So growing up on my end, I seen, the man either receive the plate first, or if the plates are all being made together, his plate was being made first. So to me, I never seen a problem with it. I don't think that, I know a lot of people were like, oh, you crazy, the children first, this, that, and the third. But I feel like the man gets his plate first. And to me, it depends. I don't think every man is worthy of that type of treatment. I don't think that it just goes for any and every man that you might date. I think if you have a household and, you guys are a team and you're doing what you need to do, I don't see a problem with even a plate being made first. My kids are never starving. My kids are never gonna get less than because the man of the house got his plate first. Especially if he's a hardworking man. Children, they have school. You know, they come home, they have snacks. They might eat a little something real quick. You know, if somebody's out that's working, and not to say that as women aren't hard workers either, because we are too as well, and it could be vice versa to where the plate could be made as well. I've had that done on my end as well. So I don't know. I don't think that it's a big deal. I see that Isa said the children are first. Okay, all you guys are saying children first. Let me know why you guys feel like the children first. She said, I'll fix his plate before mine, but my kids will eat first. So exactly. I mean, I don't really see the difference with, okay, you want to fix your plate before his. What's the difference? What do you think is the big difference with fixing the children's plate first versus fixing his plate after, and vice versa? I don't know. Like I was saying though, just my upbringing. I don't see anything wrong with it. My kids, like I said, never starve. They're not waiting for their plate. And then, like I said, we all sit together at a table. His plate will get made first. Plates get made next, and we all eating. So yeah, most times I will make my plate last, because I want to make sure that everybody in the house is eating. Or sometimes when I have food made for me, or if he cooks, he would make me my plate, or he would tell my daughter, bring your mother the plate. So I just think it kind of like, I don't know. I don't think that is like that big of a deal. But I want to know, why. Because I hear a lot of people say, we work to provide for them, so they definitely should eat first. Yeah, that's cool. We do work to provide for them. And being that head of the household, if they're out and they're working hard, why can't they come home to a plate of food being made for them? I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, kids, they come home, they have snacks, they eat other things. It's not like they're starving. And I'm not saying that, but it's not like they're not snacking and things until dinner time. So, it sounds like when people say it, and people say, like, you starving them, or you gonna let that man eat in their face. Listen, by the time that man taking his first bite, my kids already at the table eating. Nakia said, I guess how you said it, how I was raised, there wasn't a man, so kids come first. Exactly. So that's another thing. Like, a lot of us was raised in single parents home. I was for the most part until, like I said, my mom got married, and I seen, how she did things. Even to this day, my mom can have a house full of people. And her husband is getting his plate first. And I don't see anything wrong with it. We're never starving. We're not waiting like, oh my God, why did she take so long to make this man plate? Like, no, because even if he gets home later and we have to eat, then his plate is made and put in the microwave. But me and my kids are gonna eat. Like, me and my kids, we're in a single household right now. So, I make the youngest first, and then I make my oldest, and then I make mine's. Hold on, guys. I'm bringing Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, girl.
How you doing?
I'm good. And you?
I'm good. Talking about this, who makes the plate, who gets their plate first. So far, everyone is saying the child.
Oh,
well,
okay.
not me, but
Okay.
I really think that is just all about the upbringing and your different perspectives on, how you look at things.
Right. You had told yours? Like what you
Well,
think?
I was just saying a little bit because I know like when they come on, it's gonna be more. But I'm just like saying
Right.
how I was raised, how I see my mother do, how my mother does to this day. None of us ever felt any type of way as a kid. Like, why did he get his plate first? Yes, today we have two family homes where the man and the woman are both working. I get that, but there's some things that's nurturing. That's, to me, that's a part of nurturing when I'm making my man plate first. My kids,
Right.
of course, like I said.
They not starving.
Right, my kids not starving. They snacking after school. They might have ate them some noodles. You never know until dinner is ready. It's like, I don't know, when people say, they make it sound so bad, like you're starving your children. Like,
Right.
oh, you're not about to get the first bite before my kids. Like, to me, it's just different levels to it.
We
And
know
I
it
don't have a
sounds
problem.
bad. We know it sounds bad, but if you think about it, the man is out working. He doing his hard thing, like you said, a nurturing thing or showing appreciation. And like you said, we could even have our kid bring their father the plate because we all working on this together. or something like that.
Right. It's a unit.
Yeah, so of course now these days guys is gonna be like, no, give my kid food first because now I'm just like some mean old dad eating before my kids, but it's not to that. Your kids is fed. They ain't starving, like we said, they eat. And if anything, what I do is I put everybody's plate down. It's 4 of us or 5 of us. I put all 5 plates down. I make them and I say, everybody come eat, and I'm walking the plate to their father.
Right. Or like, I might have told my oldest back then, like, bring this plate to your father. By the time she walking back, her and her sister plate is already made and on the table. It's a family thing. Like, it's
Right.
not just, I don't feel like you're neglecting your child if you
Like,
make the
move
plate
out for
for
the
the man
king.
first.
That don't y'all not eating, like you saying, don't eat until daddy get here. Y'all starve, even if y'all stomach grumblings. No, we ain't doing that.
Right. So, what's up, Mr. Didi? And this is how some men feel. I seen this. Like I said, it was been a lot of like comments. I seen this all over social media. Like this past week, it's been so many people talking about it. So I respect all these perspectives because, like I said, everybody grew up differently. But he said, me as a man, I would never eat before my wife or kids. I'm sorry, but I will eat scraps if I have to. But I understand that if y'all having circumstances to where it's not enough food in the household. But I mean, a woman, if she's cooking or vice versa, because like I said, it was times where in my situation the food was made, by the man, and my plate was brought to me first. So at the end of the day, I feel like maybe if it's a circumstance where there is like not enough food and things like that, I definitely will agree with you. Like a man, they might gonna say, you know what, y'all make sure y'all good, y'all make sure y'all eat. But I mean, most times when you cook, you know how many people in your family, it's enough to go around, and you're not really eating before them. Like if your plate get made, if I make all the plates on the table, but I make yours first, am I wrong? Like, am I wrong for making yours first and then making the next two? Because I have 2 children, making the next 2 plates for them. Like, or am I wrong for making my plate last? What's up, Quan? How you doing? What you feel, Quan? Who should receive the plate first? The male or the kids? And why? But I did see a lot of men saying like, nah, my kids gotta eat. Even me and my cousin were talking about it, and he said the same thing. Like he would want to see his daughters eat first, and that's cool. But if my man come home from a hard day at work, trust me, his plate is going to be right there and ready. Don't put my plate on the table first. I respect that.
Yes, girl.
So Mr. Didi said, don't put his plate on the table first. So have you ever gotten mad because has that ever happened, Mr. Didi, to where she did make your plate first and you had to say something about it? Did that make you feel some type of way? Does that make you guys feel like I want to know from the people that, it said that the kids should. Does that make you feel like they're neglected? Like, what does it make, what's the reason? Or does it make you feel less of a man when you get your plate made first before the kids? Because like I said, I'm in a single family home and my kids both eat before me. So, I could understand because I make my kids' plates first. Hey, Web.
What up?
What's up?
I'm tired as hell. I just woke up.
Well, get up.
Hmm.
So Mr. Didi said, me as the man of the house, while I was always taught that the mom is the one that's supposed to suffer. Oh, I was always taught that the man is the one that is supposed to suffer, not the wife or the kids. If it means making all the plates at one time and taking a little from each plate, that's what you do. No, I
What's today's
respect that,
topic?
but that sound like that's in like hard times. We're talking about who receives the plate first when food is made, when dinner is made. Should a man receive the plate first? Should the kids receive the plate first? This has been I've been seeing this topic just everywhere for like the past week, just so many discussions, and I'm like, we need to bring this to talk about this. I feel like this is a good topic.
Mm-hmm.
What you think, Web?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna let the people keep talking first, because when I say it's not even just what it's what it is. It's not even what I think. It's what it is, what it's supposed to be. But I say it afterwards. I get my piece afterwards.
Well, I already said my spell. I don't know what Tiffany. I think
Well,
Tiffany is
what was your
like,
spell? What you say?
it kind of doesn't matter, huh?
What'd you say?
I said how I was raised with my mom and her husband to this day. Like my stepdad get his plate first, and none of us never felt no type of way. We never felt like we were being neglected. We never felt like we got less food. We never felt like he was in there scarfing down food while we were at the table waiting for us to eat. Like, I don't know. I feel like people make it more than what it is. Like, it seems like, you neglecting your child if you make the man who is the head. And although, yes, women and men work, but at the end of the day, he's still the head. He's still the man. So at the end of the day, like, he's going to get that. I'm going to make his plate. Like, and my kid's going to follow. And like me and Tiffany said, if you have an older kid, it's a unit. So sometimes it's like, yo, Tracy, take this plate to your father. Like sometimes, and like I said, by the time she come back, they plate already made. She could just dig right in.
Yeah, nah,
So,
I agree. That's how it's supposed to
so,
be.
A lot of people don't agree with me though, and it's okay.
so my man said, feed the kids. He said he gonna get the big piece of chicken anyway. Like he over here.
Oh yeah,
He
they
gonna get
get the
the big
biggest
piece
piece of
of
meat.
chicken. He gonna scrape all the food anyway. So you might as well get the kids out of the way. That was his point of view. Just feed the kids.
Mm.
Okay, that's a good perspective. That was
Yeah,
his
you're supposed to
perspective.
give
But it's crazy because a lot of men, I mean, I've seen some men that's
the man's
like
supposed to
agreeing
get
with
the
me and
supposed to get the
Webb, but
plate
like
first.
throughout some of the comments, I see a lot of men that say, like, hell no, my kids going first.
People put two
He said he gonna eat the same regardless. So it don't matter.
people put extremes on things, and that's what the problem be. People put extremes on things, so then they make it seem like, oh, if you give your man the plate first, you care about him more than you care about your kids, because that's a stigma placed on society.
Mm,
It's a stigma placed on certain women. Not even just a stigma, because it's a thing that some women do. Not all women, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's happens. So
Yeah.
I think people tend to focus on that instead of the bigger picture and the fact that there should be order to family, to everything. There should be order. You know what I'm saying? When things aren't in order, chaos ensues. So now, you know what I mean? You got issues within the family that you don't realize are issues, but it's because things are out of order.
And it really is some people out there that do like
I
you
agree
really
with
know
that,
they
Webb.
putting they kids last for real.
Okay, well,
Nah, I ain't putting my kids last because they father or whoever the person that's in my life strongly and deeply. And I don't feel like that. Some women they do that just because they got problems. That's they might got some things they need to deal with in their life. But a mom or a real parent, I don't think that that's what that means. If you make the men play ahead of time, or ahead of time, like I don't know. My cousin said feed the kids first. He said, Tiffany, I feel your man so much. So that's why I said, like, a lot of men, a lot of them, some of them are agreeing. They like, I think the children is first because a relationship with someone should never be first. See, exactly what you just said, Webb.
and then yeah,
Um,
then some people take it out
but
of
if you
context. They
have
take it
kids
as,
with the
oh,
person, I think the man comes first because the kids know that's daddy.
exactly.
Kind of like that
Like, some people take it
perspective,
out of
Brian
context,
Hart.
like, oh, if you get the plate first, you're eating before your kids eat. No, you're not. Everybody eats at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the service of the plate.
Right.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Who I just had this somebody had just asked me about this, like, just recently, like a couple of days ago. That's when you said what the topic was. I was shocked. I'm like, oh, I was just talking to somebody about this. Like just talking to somebody about this.
She said Webb said it best. Right. I definitely agree with Webb. Like, I think it's just like people look at it as like, I don't know. To me, it's just it's a good, positive, nurturing act of service to your king, the person that you're supposed to be and consider your king. Like, I don't think it's wrong that his plate is being made first, and then the next couple of plates are being made after. Thank you, baby.
It's like, for example, and I think this is like an unwritten rule. It's like, say Christmas time when you handing out gifts, right? As a male, you hand your gift to your wife first before the kids because it's a sign of love. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
It's to show your partner that they're important.
Right.
And you can show your kids how to respect their partner.
Thank you, Webb. That's how I feel. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel. I guess we teaching our kids wrong by showing them that I don't feel like I'm steering my daughters wrong. Like, and I don't mean that goes for any dude they deal with, but you know, certain people they going that certain person in your life will get that type of treatment. Like that's just, I think, a nurturing side of a woman that's, you know, in a relationship, and that doesn't mean she's putting it before her children. G said, I would want my kids to eat first because it just makes me feel good. If that makes sense. It's just me. People different, but I usually don't eat right away anyway. But watching them tear up some homemade food is priceless. But why can't you watch them tear up some
I feel him. I understand.
while you eating too?
Yeah.
No, I get it. We
had
this conversation.
I understand what he's saying, but I agree with you. Sante. But I feel him. Like watching your kid eat, like tear up some food, it's like a priceless moment. It's like
Nyla, whenever she eats my food, she be like, "Mommy, you the best mommy. I told you the best mommy."
Yo, Nyla know how to butter you.
I enjoy all
Nyla
of
know how to
them
butter
the
people
food.
up.
Yo,
Nyla
be like,
people up.
"Mommy, I told you the best mommy."
Power on.
Lexi said we should be sitting and eating all together. And he said there is no wrong way. In fact, yeah, there is no wrong way. Like, everybody out there different ways. But you know how, like, one side just go in on the other side. Like, they be bashing the people that make the men play first. And I'm like, I'm going to stand on my stance. Wait, what's that thing? I'm going to stick beside him. I'm going to stick beside him. He said, can you repeat that because he didn't catch it all? What?
About the gift giving, or about, like, I'm just saying, like, when it's like Christmas time, you give your spouse the present first before you give your kids the present, and it's a sign of love. It's like you show that they're important to you. You show, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say rank because then that sounds kind of wrong, but you know what I mean. You show that they come first. You show your kids how to respect their partner. You show your partner that they're respected and that they're loved. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I think, like, yeah, the parent should always come first. There's an order to things. It's God, the man, the wife, the kids. Like, I don't know. People gotta.
And that's another debate.
See, that's the thing. People just.
They go crazy about when you say that.
Yeah.
When our kids get out that household, when they no longer there, is that when we finally make time for our other half? Like, no, y'all supposed to be having this unit going on from beginning to, you know, time when they leave that house till they leave the nest. Like, it don't start when your kids leave the nest and finally y'all want to be all into each other. Yeah, y'all might have more time to do that, but you don't want to wait until then. And it seemed like a lot of people do that. Like, my kids come before to me. I just think, like, I don't know. I think people take it and like you said, they take that context and they just blow it up.
We've been so far removed from how things should work so that they run smoothly. We've been so far removed from that, and it's a struggle getting back to that for a lot of people.
Yeah, but then you know they're gonna say this is the new world, it's the new way of things. But I don't know, some things I stick
that's the thing people always say. Yeah, I think some things should stick with the old school way.
Just like most
Definitely.
women, yeah, you have some that might get on their knee and propose, but most women ain't doing that.
Don't do that.
Um,
I'm gonna push you over.
Cause y'all
I'm
with that
never doing
traditional
that.
stuff. Y'all with that
He said,
traditional
I
stuff.
guess I'm
Yeah,
old
for
school
real.
then. Well, I mean, to me, old school was the dad always got their play first. Am I wrong?
Nate, you wanna be
What's up,
proposed to,
Nate?
Nate?
Any game, Nate?
I would say no. So I mean, don't do it to me.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
letting y'all know.
Like I
I'll be
said, I'm
like,
gonna push
hell
you
no.
over. Don't
But
tell
that's
your
what I'm
kid to
saying.
propose to me.
People pick and choose what they want to keep old school. Because all the females I know ain't none of us getting on our knees to propose to nobody. And I think growing up, if you grew up in a household for the most part with a man and a woman, I don't know. Like I said, I seen my stepfather always got his pay first. And like I said, me and my siblings were never mad. We were never starving. We were never waiting for minutes and hours to eat. It was the order in the house, like Webb said.
You know what? I heard
So,
something
okay, Lexi said
recently.
something now. So she said we have to remember that the man was always served first because he was I don't know why it's not letting me hit it, but
He was the provider.
was the
She
provider
likes see
first.
everybody want to
Being in
give. Now we
or in
got to provide it for
2021,
them.
it's a
That's a
little
bad
different.
excuse.
Wow.
That's a
No, it's
terrible
not. Why?
excuse. It's not
You gotta
different.
remember.
Like,
Huh?
You gotta remember. We all norms is broke now. Like back in grandma days, of course, the man was the guy that went out and made the money, and the female stayed at home. The house was hers. Like I said, at my grandmother's house, men wasn't really allowed in her kitchen, so we could only eat in there. We couldn't touch the stove. We couldn't touch the refrigerator. If we needed something to drink, like it was the woman's domain.
I
But
like, I
now,
like, I like that. I like that way of running things. That's your grandmother, you
yeah,
said?
but that shit is over with, nigga. That shit
Your
is done
grandmother's a
with.
boss. I like that.
Women now, like I said, women now do everything themselves. They got jobs. They like, nigga, you want some juice, nigga? Go in the kitchen. You know the refrigerator at, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, women like that now. So even when it come to feeding the kids first or the man first, like, yeah, the man had a rough day at work. He would come home and his wife would tend to him. Nowadays, both people are coming home. So it's like, after y'all
Both
pick
of
the
us
kids
coming
up.
home and he's still getting his plate made first. I don't care. We both might work. He's still getting his plate made first. Like I've been in a long relationship where it was like to me, like I said, if he cooked, like say if on a Saturday he made breakfast, he's bringing me my plate first before the kids, or he's telling Tracy, bring mommy her plate. Like that's just how it went.
But
Like
see,
we are the adults. Like the order is in the house. My kids are never starving because I
Exactly.
made them out of their kids' plate first. And who cares if we both work? That's a nurturing part of a woman. Like that's just what women do. I'm one of them women that still do stuff like that. Like I still got that in me. Like I'm not 100% with this new school. Some stuff, yes, because I am a single mom and I do take care of my business. But I know when a man is in the household, it's a different dynamic. It's a different setting, especially a real one. Like it's different
so,
versus when you're in a
so
single
look,
household. But some people, even if he gonna get some juice, I'll even do that. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I don't know.
see,
That's just
see,
how I
see,
am.
I like the old school way, but I'm like, because of the way I like things done, I would rather my girl make the kids' plates first, and then make my plate, and then her sit down and eat with me when she make her plate. Like the kids, they wouldn't eat and get up anyway. So, and I'd rather her
But
sit down and eat with me. Like if we sit down and eat together, like and talk, or I feed her, like especially like breakfast in bed, I'll make the kids plates first, so they at the kitchen table. Then I'll make her plate and go to the bedroom and give her plate and sit down and eat with her and talk. Like feed my
But
baby some
that's
food.
everybody eating at the same
That's
time this week, so
different.
that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
that's different.
Yeah,
That's a little different.
I
It's a
mean,
little different from, I guess, people saying like the man getting his plate here already eaten, and the kids are. I don't know. I guess they're saying the kids are waiting.
You got to see. Yeah, you got to put that's out of order because the situation calls for you to get in bed with her to eat.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, you give them their food first.
Like I'm not gonna lie, my kids eat. Yeah, I would rather my kids eat before me. I would like to know my kids got enough food. Like even when I was younger, my father used to get like the biggest plate, of course, because he was the man of the house, and then
Yeah.
my stepmother would make her a little plate and then serve all of us. Like we didn't care because we was eating, but like I want my kids to eat first. Like it's just a natural thing. Like I would make sure my kids are ready to eat before me. Just
But why do y'all keep? I respect all of that, but why do y'all keep saying make sure it's enough food, like the person that's cooking for their household.
Exactly. That's
doesn't
what I'm
know
saying.
No, because people keep saying that, like, I want to make sure it's enough food. I get when we have difficult times. I get when we might be going through a struggle where food might be a little bit less than what it normally is, and we got to make it work. But people keep saying, make sure it's enough food. If I'm cooking for a household I've been cooking for, I'm going to know how much food to make for that household.
A lot of these women out here making microwave pizzas. That's why. So they got to make sure it's enough microwave pizzas for their kids. You got to make sure you got leftover hot dogs. You got to feed everybody. I'm just saying. A lot of people they need food, so it ain't like old school where grandma cooking like the chicken and the cornbread and the rice and the beans with the corn and these girls ain't doing that. A lot of females ain't doing it. Not all of them, but a lot of them ain't doing that. So
True. Lexi said, my grandmother raised me. She was born in the 30s, so her teaching still stay with me. But I mean, so I get it. Like, it's a mixture. Like, maybe maybe you can find a way to blend in. Like, if you still got some of that old school within you, or that upbringing, and if you want to keep a little bit of that in you, maybe you could try to intertwine the two. Hold up, I got another one. Mr. Didi said, most men are going to see a difference, and some women are going to see a difference due to the fact the man may not be the kid's father. So the woman thinks by catering to the man first is the right thing to do. A man who is with his kids will never eat before them. That's how I feel.
yeah, that's true too. Like,
I'm never making a man play to like, nah, that ain't.
I mean, do you not your kid's father, but the new guy come in?
I haven't dealt with that in my life yet, so I can't even talk on that. Like, I was in a long relationship with my kid's father, so I could talk from that experience. Now, if this man came in my house and he is literally like showing and improving and becoming that man of the household and doing what he need to do and treating me the way and my children the way that we need to be treated, then eventually, it's gonna get to that level. It's levels to this. Hello. I'm not just about to off rip cater to you like that. You don't get it off rip. Nah, off the rip.
I'm here, girl. Make my plate.
No.
First of all, I bought that Popeye's chicken. You better make my plate first.
For real, girl. I bought that steak that you just put in that oven, girl. What's wrong with you? You better make my.
And I want extra fries. Forget them kids, man.
Y'all silly.
Give me some of them fries off that kid plate, because you know what?
Exactly. Because those ain't my kids.
Those ain't my kids. Not those ain't my kids. Oh, man.
Oh, God. Lexi said being the breadwinner doesn't make it okay for you to get your meal. What if the breadwinner can't cook?
What?
Oh, no, I don't think that it should be whoever is the breadwinner. That's not what I'm saying.
But that's how it was. That's how it used to be. Like,
he said you a real man, hoodie. Mr. Didi said that. Lexi said, what if the family doesn't have enough? Would the man eat? I mean, if the family doesn't have enough, then a real man, they probably gonna be like, nah, like everybody set up here, Mr. Didi, Nate, even Webb, my cousin, and me as well as a woman. No, we gonna make sure that everybody get enough. And if it's not enough, then that man will. A real man, I respect it. They might go without eating, and that's just how they gonna suck it up and deal with it for their family. So I definitely agree with you on that. I just think that that's certain circumstances.
But in the movies, when there ain't enough food, usually the woman who want to make sure her man eat, and then the kids eat, and then she go in the kitchen to make us some oodles and noodles or something. So, I mean, most of the time, it's the woman that's doing
I ain't making no oodles and noodles if I cook.
I'm just saying.
But there have been times where my plate might have been a little less, but I didn't care because all my family was straight. So I guess that's what men are saying too. Hold on, because I'm trying to see. Okay, I'm gonna look at some other comments that I can't see on my phone. So Misha said that's a fact.
What's a fact?
What's a fat niche? Sorry, y'all, because I don't know why I can't always see my comments. Oh, Misha said kids eat first, the men. I'm last. Nobody gets second, so everybody eat. Right. Well, as far as nobody gets second, so everybody eat. He said, make my plate a little less. Anyways, I can't eat that much. Kids eat first, then the adults.
Don't worry, we gonna give you that.
And honestly, like I think in the beginning we said too, like a lot of us grew up in single family homes. A lot of us are single parents where there's not a consistent man in the home. So it's a whole different experience too, I feel like. You know, but everybody is different. But y'all be like I said, they be trying to go in on the people that be saying they gonna make the plate first. Like we really neglecting their kids. Listen, my kids ain't never miss a meal.
Yo, cause people take shit to the extremes, yo.
I don't know. I don't know if it's looked at like.
I saw a post where the girl was like, dude was like, he took time off from work, but he didn't want to let his girl know because he didn't want to have the same day off as her. And a girl responded to it. It was like, I think it's so sad, the extremes, men, that a man can hate his girl but love her, some shit like that. And I'm like, yo, just because he don't want to spend his day off with you means he hates you. Like that's crazy.
You keep time to yourself, man. You don't want to be around. Sometimes
it's
nuts.
Like that ain't.
That's nuts for her to think that way. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy for her to think that way. I'm like, that's wild. But some people, my point in saying that is some people take things to the extreme.
I'm just saying, if it's so old school and it's 2021, where my girls that's getting on their knees proposing, like, where you at? It's 2021.
They better stay wherever they at.
Women making the money, a man getting on their knees and proposing and showing how much he know women. That's old school. Y'all should not be doing that.
That's proper order. A chick get on her knees to propose to me, I don't trust it. Something sneaky going on.
Never.
You cannot be trusted.
I mean, she probably tired of waiting. She tired of waiting. She like, look, nigga, tomorrow's the last day. Like, will you marry me, nigga? Like,
shit, pickings that slim? Not to say that, you know what I mean? Not to say that I'm
you know,
like, damn.
Web like, look, there's another nigga out there better than me, baby. You need it. Keep looking, cause I ain't it.
Never.
Something is up. Something is fishy.
Wait, Mrs. Teezy said every case is different. Like you said, but still, I was raised the man is supposed to suffer, not the wife or the kids. If it means putting less on his place, that's what you do. Yeah, like I agree with all of that. Like I agree with you, Mr. Didi, on that. I agree with if you gotta make the plates work the way it needs to work. I agree with all of that. I'm not gonna sacrifice my kids not eating enough because of a man. But I just feel like there's nothing wrong with making his plate first. I don't feel like even if, like I said, if he's still at work and he's gonna be coming home, his plate getting made and being put in that microwave. So when he come home, he don't have to worry about it. So he said that sometimes. I guess he was talking about what Webb said. Oh, go ahead, Nate.
Huh? Are we still doing the man of the house get the biggest piece of chicken?
They trying to rewrite all the rules of life. Like this is crazy.
Stuff. Yup, the man get the biggest piece unless he's not one of them type of eaters. But why not?
Hey,
you don't like the biggest piece, Nate?
I mean, no,
the biggest piece.
My son really he eats more chicken than me, so I'd rather him eat that than me.
That's what I'm saying. Some men they don't eat. So it's like some men they eat manly plates, and then you got some men that eat like Mr. Didi said, he can't eat that much. So make his plate a little bit lighter. He probably don't mind if you don't get the big chicken.
Forget them kids. Give me all the spaghetti.
Yo, you stupid. Sometimes you just need their personal space just for you to regroup. He said she's trying to show you that she's the boss if she proposed to you.
Exactly. It's a trap.
I'm good. Misha said half of these men not even hungry like that. No, for real. Yo,
What?
I swear it's different, yo. It's different. You
Niggas
know
be
why
ripping and
half of these
running.
men ain't hungry like that, Misha? Because half of these men ain't hard working like the ones used to be back in the
Oh
days.
God,
They
here we
ain't really,
go.
they
Here we
bodies ain't
We ain't
go.
really
out there.
needing that meal. Because they
We
ain't
ain't
doing
out there
what
Here
we
we
busting
used to
our
do.
asses
go.
for 25 cents a minute. Hell no. We ain't
They
out there like
bodies
that
ain't
anymore.
being worked like it used to be, baby girl. So they ain't looking for them big plates like they used to. They ain't
We
putting
ain't
in
out
that.
there. We ain't out there
Listen.
being stressed out by massa. So nah, we done fell off.
I think if you work in a warehouse, you still doing some slave shit, but okay. People that work in warehouses, that's a lot of work. Like, so yeah, I'm just saying, but they not a lot of men just be like, them men, they like to eat, they got their lunch made, they make sure they got their meal. I be seeing it. I don't know. Like I said, for me, we all gonna eat, but that first plate that get that food put up there, for me, is gonna be the head of the house. And then my kids got their place right there. And even if we all eating together or not, we all gonna be eating together basically because all of us gonna have a fork in our mouths at the same time. Everybody gonna be eating.
I'm gonna start doing my kids like Survivor. I'm gonna get them together like, so who did their chores today? Did you do your chores? No? Ah, so you get a little bit of food. You do your
Oh,
chores,
that
you get a little bit of food. Yep. Oh, you made the bag? Here go an extra piece of chicken for you.
Hey
Look at the other
yo.
kid, you look at the other kid like, nah, see, you fucking up. You fucking up.
Yeah, they about to start voting
oh
them out the
that's
house.
wrong. So now you're just gonna give them. You're gonna have to give them a lip. That's not. You can't do that, name. I'm
I'm
calling the
counting
people on
rice.
you.
I'm counting rice. You get 10 pieces of rice. You get
I'm
12 pieces
calling the
of
people on you.
rice. You get 12 peas. You get 12 peas.
I'm calling the people on you. Okay.
We
You know,
rationing.
funny yo.
But
We
but
laughing, but you'd be surprised how much that could actually do.
I'm trying to keep everybody fit.
oh God, don't start that shit. Now you're trying to keep everybody fit, yo.
Yo, they
Yeah.
funny.
Meanwhile, I'm eating like a king.
They funny as hell.
Nah, I think like I said, it was for me just the what I seen growing up in the household with my mom with the husband. So it was different when she wasn't married, when she was a single mom. It was a little different. Is that's why I said I feel like a lot of us up here too. Some people haven't experienced, some people have, but some people haven't experienced that unit lifestyle. But some people that have, they saying the same thing. So I get the men sacrificing. I get all of that when it's needed to, but that's not an everyday situation for a lot of us up here. Sometimes it's a struggle we go through, but I don't think it's an everyday thing where it's like, dang, I gotta make sure like it ain't even enough food today, it ain't enough food today. Like I don't know.
Go pop open this macaroni and cheese. We fortunate to have food. For those that don't have food and that's really going through the struggle, I
Right.
understand. You gotta make a way. So I understand when parents do that. They gotta ration the food up to their kids
Yo,
because
I
they don't
done
know
had
the
some
next meal is coming.
down times. Right.
So
I done been there.
I done
Exactly.
been,
I get
I
it.
done missed the store a couple times and been like, ah, shit, what we about to eat? We about to have to order out. So I understand. Give me
Nah,
10
I
minutes.
get it.
I'll be back on in 10 minutes. I gotta bring this stuff upstairs.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right.
Well, oh, never mind. I was about to say, so wait, what are you doing? So, majority of the people up here tonight are saying children. Honestly, Web, I think me and you probably like the only one.
Hey, hey, it's the show. It's the show. We riding. It's true
And look
though.
at you
It's
up here
real.
today with me. How sweet. Oh my gosh.
Yo, nah, listen, this is God, Teezy. When I tell you I woke up and I looked at my phone and the phone said 6 o'clock, I said, oh shit, show. Like I woke up right in time. Like right in time. You know what I'm
You
saying?
did come. I was
I'm like,
like,
all right, yeah. I ain't go to work. I called out. Oh, I gotta send you that
so,
video.
huh?
Hey, everybody go follow my TikTok. Huh? I said I gotta send you that video.
What video?
My call out video.
Okay,
I
well,
never
I
mind.
want to know why. Like, I still ain't hear. I mean, I've heard Mr. Didi say, like, why he feels like his family should eat before he does. Him and Nate kind of said a little bit of the same thing, but like some of the females, I just hear them saying like kids eat first, blah blah blah. But why?
Everybody's reasons gonna be different, but a lot of it stems from, like I said, people making
I
things
can't
too
hear you.
extreme. I
You
said
talking too
everybody's
low.
answer is gonna. Oh, I said everybody's answer is gonna be different. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was saying everybody's answer is gonna be different, but it really boils down to like the understanding, and if people make it extreme, if their understanding is extreme or not. You know what I'm saying? Like they make the situation as extreme as their trauma or whatever it is, whatever that's bothering them about it.
Yeah, like what bothers you about making them, like that is a good question. Like I feel like I gave my little perspective on why I choose to make the head of the household plate first, regardless if we both working or not. Like I just, again, it's based off of how I was raised and how I feel like that's a part of nurturing to, your king, keyword king. Everybody, some people are peasants, so they don't deserve that. But your king is nothing wrong with it. And that doesn't mean that you treat that your kids are any less, or that your kids are just like, that you love them less, or you're putting a man, I don't think that that's what it means.
I don't mean that. So people make that.
Why do you think
Remember,
they make it
I had
that?
said because that's what I'm about to say. Like on the other, I said this on another episode. Like, sometimes you have your kid and you have an attachment. It's an unhealthy attachment, but it's like a an unhealthy emotional attachment. Some people have an unhealthy emotional attachment to their kids because,
Explain.
like, let's say they had their kid. You go through as a single parent, you go through a struggle, and you got your kids. They mean the world to you because you do everything for them. They could have got you out of a situation. Having a kid could have got you, you know what I mean, out of a situation that you was in, or could have put you in a worse situation, but made you stronger because of it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then people depend on that connection, and like you were saying earlier in the show, your kids get old and they be ready to leave the house and go do their own thing. What happens to you after that? You know what I mean?
You
People,
sitting there still trying to fill that void.
it's like the whatchamacallit commercial. You're sitting there on your couch, your kids are gone. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing with
Yo, you know
yourself?
how many older like women I know, like they always say like, cause I'm like, you saying like the kids like getting on your nerves and like get out of my room or whatever. Like so many older women I know, they all be like, girl, you better not say that. You gonna miss that. You gonna
It's
miss them
like,
being there. You gonna miss that. You gonna miss that. Like
yeah.
don't wait. Look at Nate said, Nate, why you make that face?
I don't miss it. My son in my room. I'm in his room right now. He in my room watching TV. He got the same TV in here, so he got the AC on. He's comfortable. Always thinking about my room.
Nate, you know you're gonna miss them when they gone.
Of course, they my baby. I miss them every day. I
And
look
I
at him.
think, but that too be a reason why some relationships and marriages fell too, because they put the children is the forefront, is always the children, and they start lacking in the relationship. Nobody not paying attention to each other because now it's all about the children. You hear this so much in marriage counseling, and that's is something that's really true, that you have children, and then when you're in a relationship and you have a unit, you gotta learn to work it as one and not just say, okay, now we got children in the picture, so everything is about them. We are totally put on pause and put on hold, from living our life and doing what we need to do, and keeping that connection with children involved, because a lot of times, that does happen.
Well, a lot of us are trying to untraumatize our kids and make sure they don't go through anything, so we stay on them and we don't want to take time out for ourselves. So, I mean,
True.
what we do as parents. So, you said we will
True.
go without. Some of us will learn that we will go out before our children go back. And I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
sometimes it's a great thing, and sometimes it's a hindrance. But that,
That's right. I agree with you, Nate.
But what he
Real
said
parents,
sometimes? What he said? He
real
said
parents
sometimes
do
what?
real things. I'm not talking about them raggedy ass parents, okay? Y'all raggedy ass parents, we're not talking about y'all. We're talking about the
Raggedy
good
ass
parents.
parents.
I'm not talking about the parents that buy their kids Jordans and they.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about the materialistic
Yeah,
parents that think
yeah.
that that's what's raising a kid. I guess.
It's about
We
no
ain't talking
no.
about that. He said you. He said yes, you are because I have them out, and damn, I wish they were home sometime. He said,
Mm-hmm.
"What's up, nephew?" I don't know who he talking to. But yeah, no, I mean, a real parent, we gonna sacrifice. So, I mean, if a man relating that to eating last feels to them like a sacrifice or like they doing what's best for their unit, then I get it. Because, like I said, as a woman, I make my plate last. So,
So
I
I got a
guess, I
question.
guess I can see it.
I got a question.
What's your question?
So if you meet a man and like y'all just got together and you wasn't really making his plate first and he spazzed out about it, how would you feel about that?
If he spazzed out about me making his plate and I just met him,
Yeah,
like spazzed out like because I didn't do it.
yeah.
Like I said, it's levels to this. It's just no jump in the ring and you not about to just get. That's why I said, like, to me, like, that's a different level of, like, just not a different level because it's been done. But to me, I'm not just about to do that with every man. Don't get me wrong. Like, even like with my family, they come through or whatever. They get their place and stuff. I'm not saying before my kids, but even if, like, my cousin, I put his plate in the microwave if I know he at work. That's just, what I do. But ain't no way that you about to cuss me out because, see, to me, now it's a control thing. It's a difference between a man appreciating a woman doing that and saying, you know what, this girl, she really, she doing her thing. She makes sure I'm good versus a man that's like enforcing it or
That's
telling
it.
me I
Better
have to
me.
do it.
Exactly.
Now you're trying to control me and we're not doing that.
Exactly.
So it's two different. Nah, I'm good. Once that's a red flag, right? Yeah. Like you're not gonna
She
sit
answered
there
her
and
own
be like,
question. She said,
oh,
right, y'all? Yeah.
yeah, like
Some guys out there who egos are just like, I'm supposed to get this. Like this is what my father got, my grandfather got, so I'm supposed to get this treatment.
yeah. I mean, but it's all how they steer that wheel. If you steer that wheel on some controlling shit and try and say I have to do this, then you already lost. But if you let me be the woman that I need to be and that I choose to be when I'm with you to show my appreciation, and that might be one of the things I do, then you just gonna then we could do it. We could work together. We could respect it. But once you start telling me like now it's different, it's not the same thing.
I get that. I get that.
He said that goes back to what I said. The man who isn't the kid's father will try to, and some women will allow it. Oh nah.
You're like, nope.
Like you gotta earn that. Like
Exactly. There's levels to it, like you said.
that's like you like even just like I don't know. So woman, when y'all make the plate, so lady said he said yes, Teezy. Thank you. So a lot
Me,
of
the
women
kid, then you,
listen.
then the dog, then the cat. In that order.
Yo, you stupid, Nate. So for the ladies that said like, they'll make the kids play first, which is fine. Do y'all and once y'all make that man play, do y'all bring the plate to him? Do y'all have him come get it off the table? Because let's be honest, although we all should be at the table together, I don't think a lot of households every day eat at the table together. In 2021. Nate, y'all eat at the table together every day?
We not every
Yeah.
day. I be in the living room doing something, so I might be at the computer or something. So, Sean and I should bring my plate in the living room and be like, do you need anything else? I'd be like, no, darling. She'll, oh, can you bring me a drink? Then she come back with that face like, nigga, I just asked you that question.
See, that's the thing. You don't even gotta ask me. You got your drink, you got your paper towel, you got your plate, you got your utensils, you got everything that you need to make sure that you're gonna eat. As well as my kids. My kids get their paper towels, their utensils. So it's not like it's a big difference, but this is just what it is. Like, here go hey, what's up? What's up, Pops? This is my brother's father. This is who raised me as well. He said your mother used to feed me first before before she said, yeah, I told her to feed y'all first, but she always fed me first. Yeah, she did.
Jeez.
See, that's just like I said, that's just how I was raised. I don't know. We never seen a problem with it. Like I could see if a woman is neglecting her kids to prove a point to a man to make it seem like she's like this top notch chick and this is what she do, and now you neglecting your kids for that. I could see a an issue with that, but I feel like when it's a structure, then I don't feel like it's an issue. In his house, Jesse. In my house, sometimes we don't eat together all the time at the table, so we might split up. But like Nate said, I think that more so me and my past, me and my kid's father ate together more. We might have been in a room together, so everybody just. He said in his house we all ate at the dinner table at 6 p.m. If you weren't home, then you don't eat.
That's how my grandmother's house was.
You ain't get right. That makes sense to me.
Don't you get a sandwich? It'd be leftovers, and she'd be like, "Nah, you get a sandwich."
Because you got to think of it this way: she's working hard herself to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't come home in time to appreciate it, why should you get it?
Facts.
I get that. I like that, Web. See,
But
Web,
no,
you understand that it's all about like the appreciation and
Yeah,
the.
it's about the
You get
union.
that
I've
aspect, and I
been
think people
got
don't get
that.
that
People
aspect.
don't
I
get
don't
that.
think nobody. I don't think a lot of people look at it as that aspect. They just look at it as feed a nigga before my kids. You got the game fucked up.
Exactly.
I guess I'm a bad mom, y'all.
No way, real talk.
It's all about structure, which a lot of people don't have that in the 2021. As we know, like what you said, Nate, earlier, you said basically all like how you grew up, all of that stuff is just like broken now. Everybody just doing their own thing.
Like the microwave thing is a nice gesture. If you come home and like you come home late and your plate is in the microwave, you should appreciate it even more because that could have been eaten. You know what I'm saying?
it could have been put up. You had to take everything out the refrigerator
take
again.
everything out the fridge back and warm it up and.
No, if you ain't, you don't gotta do that. What? Nah, your shit gonna be made up in the microwave.
So in the same sex relationship, who get they plate first?
That's butch.
I'm serious. Oh, y'all wrong. Y'all
That's funny.
I don't know.
The man.
In that situation, the kids get their plate.
Yeah, that's the kids get first.
In that situation, the kids get their plate first. I guess. I don't know. Like, yo, oh my gosh, disclaimer. We love you. We are not saying nothing wrong. They gonna try to take the show off. That's what
it was an honest question. I just wanted to know.
No, I don't know.
So anyway,
y'all are funny. Y'all are funny.
Yo, he said, "Hoodie, go stand in the damn corner somewhere." Right? Why you gonna ask that question? I have no idea.
That was funny.
He said the late great Barbara Strickland used to feed us first before her husband. So you got the game fucked up. The game. Listen, Pops, my mom raised me how she raised me. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I look at it as just, a good gesture. And like I said, my kids always eat. And like I said earlier, y'all acting like when kids come home, they not eating a bunch of snacks, little things. They getting their little bellies full. Like, they not starving, y'all. Like, it's not nothing wrong if the man plate is made first. Like, the kids not really waiting from when they get home from school till daddy get home to eat. No, in between that time, trust and believe, them little things munching. They eating something. They got snacks. They might got a couple of dollars. They might be outside with their friends. Go get McDonald's for the older kids. Like, So that's why when people make it like the kids about to starve or something, like, no, they not.
No, they
them
not.
Kids straight. Trust me.
them kids eating Oreos. They got the lunch pack now. They got all that crazy stuff.
What?
My son make himself like a sandwich or something before I let him starve. Like,
listen.
you know what's crazy? My kids don't even ask. When I was young, I had to ask to go in the refrigerator. Like, can I have a sandwich? Or Can I?
They
Man,
just be, yo, you be like, what the? Where you get that from? Who's
man.
telling you that?
Remember how your mother used to be like, "Don't touch my soda." That one soda sitting in the refrigerator. My kids,
Yo, listen, my mother
kids
still
are
do
drunk.
that,
So
and I still drink it.
if your kids are sitting around starving, waiting for you to make your man a plate, I don't know what to tell you, cause
Yeah.
my kids is like, yeah, I'm about to eat something.
Listen, they don't got no risk. They don't care. They just go in the cabinets. Nyla B, I be like, where did you get that from? It was in the refrigerator. Okay, did you ask? Like, they don't got no regards to ask nothing these days. He said the
Okay,
one where
they
the
ask.
man's boxers is the first one in the same sex beer.
What he said? The one with the man's boxes? I told you.
The one where's the boxers?
The niggas.
Yo, I'm done with this right now. I gotta read my feelings. What's up, Miles? He said, good evening to me. I believe the child should always get their plates first, regardless of who the plate is in the house at the time. Or I guess he's saying like who the head of the household. I don't know. I also believe that this is all taken on by the individual's perspective of who comes first or last. That's where the misconception begins. When I was growing up, it didn't matter if I was at my aunt's house and her husband was home. The kids in the house always ate first. This also culture driven, and if a man don't work or provide, then he doesn't eat. Oh yeah, you're not getting them treatments.
Oh no, yeah, Miles is on point. He right.
Yeah, I agree with most of the stuff. I agree with most of everything y'all saying. I don't see nothing wrong with making a plate for the head of the household first. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't know.
Chef, who eating first in your household? Let us know.
He said who's ever in the house at the time.
Well, what I always do is I put everybody's plate down and I fix it, and then I be like, everybody come eat, and then I'm walking my man his plate at the same time. I just everybody eat, everybody's plate is fixed on the table, and usually the kids they might just be in the living room right next to the kitchen, so I'm just like, all right, time to eat, y'all. They come to the table, and I'm just walking his plate to the room. Everybody's plate is fixed, and then I'm feeding myself last.
So you ain't making him come to the table?
You doing that even if you're mad at him? If you're mad at him,
why he coming to get his plate? I'm not come get his plate.
You said one of y'all. What you say, Nate, and then Webb?
I said y'all not eating together as a family at the kitchen table?
Oh yeah, we do. So I had to say that because sometimes, like when you chilling in a room and you feel me? Like he be doing a whole bunch of stuff with the kids, a lot. So like if he in there, he chilling or he playing the game or he watching a certain movie. Other than that, we all eat at the table. So you asked me in that perspective, like who I feed. So if he in another room, I just put everybody's plate down and I go in the room and then I probably go in the room and watch the movie with him and I'm eating at the same time. And the kids at the thing. So it goes a lot of ways.
If you upset at him, will you serve him like that? Oh no.
If I'm mad?
If you're mad with him.
Yeah, I still
Not
do.
just mad, you're mad at him. Yeah,
I still do. Like I know my role, I know my place. I know that's still my bae. I know I gotta
right
be
now,
lying. You look like you lying.
Oh, you think you know my lying face?
No, I
you think you know my lying face? You don't know me. I just told you that's my bae.
I know lying faces.
I know my place, so I think I know that I still gotta see my man.
I said you look like you're lying. But
okay, but you wanna know here's the kicker to this though. But back in the days, it didn't matter really. Like they made the man's plate first, and then everybody else's plate. But it didn't matter because you couldn't touch the food till we prayed anyway. So
that's another fact.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm just saying, no one can touch a plate.
And wait, hold up. Webb trying to come for me. I got you. Okay, go ahead.
Wait a minute. What? Hold on. We done. That conversation finished. I just said you look.
But I just noticed something. It's how you heard. Yeah.
But my thing is, okay, so women and men saying that have a good. So the men and women up here are saying like the children eat first. So you know how Tiffany, you just said You'll bring the plate to your man. You'll walk the plate to him. So is it wrong that the women are not walking the plates to the children? Should the women be walking the plates to the kids first and then the men? Like, I don't get it. You know, I feel like if
mine at the table already, so come eat. That's why I was able to say come eat, because I'm in the kitchen. The plates is already fixed. So I'll be like, all right, y'all, food is done. They be like, yay, running. While they running in here, if he's in the other room, I'm walking his plate. Everybody eating.
Right.
I don't let nobody sit down until I'm all the way done, because I know how kids be like, can I get a fork? Can I get some juice? Rushing me before I can even get all the food down.
And then we a unit. Like, I have like my youngest, she loved to help get like the plates and stuff. So I'll be like, Nyla, get the plates. Like, we are a unit. Like, it's not just, and if a man was here with it, he'll be a part of that unit. So it's like, you know, she like to get that type of stuff. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna make sure everybody got everything that they need. But that first scoop of mac and cheese going on the plate for my big dog. Like, that's it.
Hey.
He said, I thought everyone in the house should eat at the table all at once. Yeah. My fork, but you know, Mr. D, Tracy, she didn't want to be in her. Sometimes I let her in her room.
Right.
You know, she
Sometimes you get in
she
that
might want to watch TV. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be wanting to watch stuff and I be wanting to eat where's the TV at, or sometimes, you know, I mean, it's just that's the difference too with, you know, this new world. Everybody don't sit at the table and eat all the time, even though nice.
Yeah. People stopped doing that some years back. It's crazy.
But it does create the conversation and stuff. But nowadays, everybody, unless you're telling them no electronics, everybody on their phone at the table.
Yes, I don't play that at the table.
Tablets, phones, everything right there at the table.
Yep.
I'd be like, no, don't even bring it. And plus, if it's juice and stuff near the table, don't even think about bringing that to the table. Because as soon as you make some juice spill on that iPad, it's going to be some problem.
Yep. He said, not in my house because we pray before we eat anything. Yeah, so that's what they were saying. That's what they said before. Like, back in the days, everybody prayed before they ate.
Grandma would dare you to touch that food.
So, question, okay, back to what we said a little earlier when, oh my God, my train of thought. Oh my gosh, I got to bring it back up because I wanted to ask a question about it. Shit. Okay, y'all said that was a nice gesture that, like, you know, if he's not home from work yet, his plate is made, he come home, he don't have to worry about going in the refrigerator, scooping up rice out the pot or bowl or stuff like that. So if that was to happen to you in that case, if you were dealing with a woman where you constantly like were coming home and you know it was nothing in the microwave made for you or anything like that, or something put up in the oven for you or whatever, how would that make you feel as a man? Would you just brush it off your shoulder like it's nothing? Or would it make you feel some type of way after a certain amount of time? Like, damn, do this girl even appreciate me? Like, how would that make you feel? Nate and Wes.
No. It would make, I think it would make any man, depending on the man, but I think it would make any man welcome other female attention.
Well, damn, you jumped too far, but
yeah,
nah, because it's a lack of femininity within your relationship, so you're gonna search for that somewhere else. It's a lack of feminine energy within the relationship. You're gonna search for it somewhere else.
I'm the type.
Same way, like when it's a lack of male energy within the relationship, the female searches for it somewhere else, even if it's just flirtatious interactions. You get what I'm saying? She's gonna look for that elsewhere because,
and so how would you feel?
She'll welcome it elsewhere.
How would you feel? Because that's like
Wes said he would feel low.
I feel low. Okay, like, I mean, I'm not gonna go out and cheat, but I would feel not appreciated. I would feel not
included. Not included. Like, dang, this person didn't even think of me. Like, that's crazy.
Not like that. Not they didn't think of me, but
they didn't. Like, it should be natural that you fix everybody. That person didn't think about. They didn't care if you was hungry or not. They didn't care.
Because it might not even be that. See, that's going to an extreme. They could have been in a rush and been really tired and jumped in bed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so if they're so tired and they jumped in bed, why you getting ready to go cheat on them though?
If it happens, no, I'm
like,
saying,
come on, y'all, like,
because you don't know if that's the case. I'm saying if that's the case, then no, you don't go cheat. But if that's the case, if that's not the case, then yeah, you're gonna cheat. You know what I mean? If it's happening continuously, then
But
that's
if
not the
it's
case.
something that's frequently, that's not
That's what
a
I just said. Then
mistake. She's
that's not the
just
case.
not doing it for
Yeah,
you.
it's just that I was expressing something and then you just turned it over. So then I had to turn it over on you.
Like what? See, she trying to
We're
come for
gonna
me
get
because she
mixed
felt
up
attacked
because me and
earlier.
you be on the offensive.
She
So
felt
you know,
attacked
not everybody
earlier.
try to come at you and tell you about yourself, but it's all right
Because
though. We
ain't nothing to
good
tell me.
here.
That's the thing. It don't mean nothing to tell me. People can
I
try
know.
to manipulate something. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm, yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
That's crazy.
I'm good.
but not like not if it's happening continuously, then it's not. It's not a mistake. It's not just a getting in bed early. But then you never know. If you gotta know your partner also. You gotta know your partner also. Because you
Yo, if
wouldn't
my man
know.
tell me to make the kids play first, I'm still making his play first. Like, I don't care. Like,
Hey, nigga, take this and
Like,
shut up.
no, here go your plate. Shut up.
Uh-huh.
facts. Now take this. Nate, what was your wait, let me read what this one said, but then I'm gonna ask you because you ain't answered yet, Nate. He said the difference is when you're working and your spouse makes your plate and put it in the microwave, that should be okay because everyone should eat, but everyone else should eat. But if you're out hanging out and you know dinner is at 6, then you're asked out. Yeah, that's what they were saying earlier about dinner. You got to eat
That's
dinner,
fair.
if you know dinner at a certain time. I mean,
That's
but you
fair.
know, everybody do have busy lives in this day and age. Both parties be working. We got to factor that in too when it comes to that.
See, it's like, all right, for example, it's the same thing on the flip side. If the dude continuously shows up late, there's something going on.
Like if they constantly showing up late for dinner.
For dinner, yeah. After it's been established, dinner's ready at this time. If you're not here, then this is the case. Something's going on.
You sure? Is that so like a lack of like just respect for the woman and her putting her time into the kitchen?
Exactly. You're
All
not
right, Nate, what
respecting
you
your
think?
woman taking on her role.
So I'm gonna eat either way. So it wouldn't hurt my feelings if she put the food away, like, or if the plate's dead, because I'm a capable adult. So I can get the food myself. But you know, it's like that's I'm not sensitive like that. That wouldn't hurt my feelings. Like, oh,
Right.
you put the food away. I'm happy you cook. Like, I'm just happy you cook something. Like, good. There's a plate in there. I can make it, or I can eat it tomorrow. Like, depending on what time I come home. So that's I'm not sensitive like that.
Also, that's sensitive if a man starts thinking like, dang, like she putting the food up every day and ain't even putting that on the plate for me. That makes a man sensitive. I don't
It
think so.
depends. Remember a long time ago what I said? Because most people get used to a schedule. So if that man ain't coming home on that schedule, and now she feel like, okay, you know, I cook dinner at 6 o'clock, and he coming in at 7:30, 8 o'clock. I mean, what you want her to do? Leave the food out and just what happens if he come home? He done already ate. He come home. He tired. He take a shower and get in bed and go to sleep. Now the food just in the microwave. Now she feel disrespected because you didn't eat the food.
You do need the food, yeah.
Yeah, I mean if that's a consistent thing, yeah. But if it's something like if I know like he about to be out and he might go out with his boys or something like that, and he's expected to eat. Guess what? That plate is getting made for his lunch for work tomorrow. Like
Right.
it's
Wrap
all
it
about
up.
communication, compromising, talking. Like if I communicate and know that my man is gonna be out and he
Right.
might be eating, I'm not unless I know he that type of dude where he gonna eat when he come home too. His plate is for lunch and it's set up for him for when he get up in the morning. He don't gotta do nothing but take the bag out the refrigerator. It's already wrapped up
Right.
and everything.
I ain't like that, but I ain't just go straight to cheating because my food ain't in the microwave.
Oh nah, that ain't fair.
Well,
No,
crazy.
I don't agree with
With me?
that.
I'm crazy. What I do? What I did
You
now?
said you gonna go cheat, like, or you said it make you wanna like.
No, I didn't. No. I'm saying that it would because
Okay,
listen. Y'all
I'm
taking it out
just
of
saying.
context. You taking it
I'm
out of
just saying.
context
I guess
again.
if that's the sensitive part that Nick was saying, being sensitive, right? Okay.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. That when that kind of energy does come your way, you're not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You'll be more. You're entertaining.
After a while,
Not
I
all
get
the
what you're
way,
saying,
but
Web. After a while,
you
you're
get what
gonna
I'm saying?
start thinking like, yo, you start thinking out like, yo,
It'll
I
make
could be
you
with
feel
somebody
good.
else that's gonna fix me this, that, and the third. You start thinking about wondering, like it does
You start
come to
wondering. You know what
play.
I'm saying? You start entertaining other stuff, and
If it's
that's what I meant by that.
consistently, like basically you saying if
Yeah.
this happens to you every day in life, and like you just don't feel love. Basically, you don't feel love. No, like we ain't got no connection. This person don't even think about me. No food, no nothing. Like sometimes you won't take it to the heart, but if it's consistently happy, you like,
It's
yo, this
bigger than
woman is
just
a
the
cooker.
food. That's when it becomes bigger than just the food. See, Nate just
Yeah,
looking at
that's
it
a
like
whole
it's
different
food,
problem.
but it's bigger than that. Like you just looking at it like it's food. No, it goes more than that when it's like consistently being like right there. Like to me, like you know, some people they different. Some people, like you said, you're a capable adult. You can make your own plate, but why should you have to? If your female already cooked dinner and we're putting the rest of the food up, automatically she gonna think I'm gonna make a plate. Like I don't know, you know, why wouldn't you automatically think that?
And these
I don't
gestures
know.
just go a long way. They go a long way. And sometimes, like you said, being capable is good for people to show that, you know what, babe, I got it. You don't have to work. You're
Right.
capable of doing it yourself, so I can see that. My man, I just said, you want me to bring your plate? He said, they in there watching a movie all together. I said, you want me to bring your plate? He like, nah, I got it. Like, because I am
Right.
always
So
here.
sometimes they can take it off your chest. They can take it off for you sometimes. They don't gotta always, or like if you cook and he wants to put up the food if he is home, you know that's the unit again working together. Like, but you know, I think that it just becomes bigger than just what you looking at it as food. Some people look at small gestures or small things like that as they take that into something big. Like, you
Like, you see
know,
that?
Nate, shut up. I see your face.
Hold on.
I just said the men in these days don't be in the house anymore like how my grandpa would have been, but my grandpa didn't play kids eat first period, then his plate made and they all ate together. I mean, if y'all all eat together, why do it even matter? That's another thing. Like, if everybody eating together, why
It
do
don't
it
matter
matter
who
who
play
plate
me.
is made first? If everybody is, if all y'all up here saying we all eat at the table together, we all eat at the same time, you know, maybe except if dad are working later or whatever. Why does it even matter whose plate is being made first? It shouldn't even matter because everybody's eating together, right? Nate,
Yeah.
Webb, Tiffany.
Right.
I told
I
you,
mean, like, why does
we
it,
couldn't touch
if
the
y'all
plate.
saying it, everybody eat at the
We
same
couldn't.
time?
When I was younger, we couldn't touch the plates anyway until we prayed. So it didn't matter who plate got
Right,
made.
right. Like, when we have, like, big events, like, say if we do, like, Thanksgiving or something at my mom's house, we all can't, she don't want nobody in until they pray over the food. So we still do that. Like, the plate's not even made yet, but everybody in that circle about to pray, you know, a prayer about to be said over the food. And then, you know, plates might get made and stuff. But like I said, my mother, she still made my stepfather plate before anybody touching that stuff. That man plate getting made because he's the head of their household. And she, even if my stepfather is not eating, because sometimes he don't eat right then and there, she put his plate right up in that microwave, and whenever he ready, he'll go get his plate. He don't gotta wait for her to bring it unless she choose to. But he'll go and get his own plate. He'll do it on his own because, like Nate said, you capable. So sometimes, you know, you could let your girl relax. You could let your man relax and be like, you know, I got this. I got this.
That's just like when you go somewhere with your man and y'all go to like an event or something, and then usually the woman will be like, "Let me make your plate." Like
Wait, say that again.
when y'all go to like a cookout or something or any event, usually the woman is the one that's like, "Let me make your plate," and
Yeah.
the man will be like, "Okay." I mean, it's a
I'm
nice
not
gesture.
even asking my man. I'm making his plate.
That's what I'm
Like,
talking about.
I don't know. I just feel like it's
So,
I don't know. For me, it's just a part of
it is.
of being a woman with a man. Like, I just feel like that's just, it's, I don't know. Like I said, it's a lot of things
Get
that
in that kitchen, woman. Go make my plate
no,
now
you making it controlling. What I mean, you making it like a
and
controlling
take them shoes
man.
It's
off. You
something
supposed to
I
be
that's
feel like
barefoot.
as a
natural
man
that
that
comes into you. It's
appreciate
like a
that.
loving, it's come from a loving place, like that. Like it seemed like it's a part of our role. It's a nurturing type of thing. And obviously it came from, we know that we copy of what we seen or whatever. So it's coming back from the day. It's coming from back in the day. And it's like, we seen it. So we start acting it out and it's in us. It's in us. And it seems like we already go above and beyond when it comes to a guy anyway. So now when it comes to the food, it's like, it's a no brainer. Like your lunch, your dinner, We cooking. This is for the kids. Everybody. We think about everybody. So it ain't even just about the men. We thinking about everybody. The kids.
That's for the family.
Yep. Yep. If I
Like
gotta
you,
get up at 5 o'clock and make his lunch because he about to go to work, and if I gotta get up at 7 to make the kids, then that's what you gotta do. Like,
because
it's
not all
just,
guys get up and fix their food. They don't fix. Some guys don't really take good care of themselves because they're not about to go. They're like, I grab a soda or I grab some. I eat some chips when I go to work. Nah, that's not how you about to eat. I'm making sure you healthy. You feel me? I'm doing something that I know you ain't got.
see,
Like,
we be on the same way.
you already know, girl. You already know. Like, look, I'm making sure with that grapes you got
But
some.
you
You
know
got that
that type
dip.
of love is
You
not
got that
until we
dip. You about to dip the grapes and stop playing. You ain't going halfway to work. Like
She gonna make sure them chicken nuggets got sauce.
that bread getting toasted. You need mayonnaise. It cut in squares. I'm doing it. Putting a little smiley face, a little note and everything. Love you. Bye.
Oh,
make him go to work feeling good. But see, these are things that like, and it's crazy because I don't know. Men seem like they don't be wanting women like that, yo. I'm telling you, they be wanting, I don't know. They be talking like it. They don't be wanting that. She said, man, as long as she said, we all eat, that's all that matters to me. She said, I know that's right. I'm the same way. Yeah, like I think it's just us in us. It don't make it feel like we a slave or we don't feel like, oh, this nigga got us in check because we doing this. It's just to me a part of nurturing as a woman. And some things, even though like I say, this is 2021 and some women are so different. With me, there are, I think, more old school things that I stick with than some of this new school. And some new school things I'm done with. And I might be like, you know what, you're right about that. I wouldn't do that now in this day and age. But to me, making a
They don't
plate for a man,
understand.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
They don't understand, Teezy, why it's important.
Tiffany over there
You
cutting the
understand
crust
what's
off the
important.
sandwiches.
Huh?
Tiffany
said
over
you
there cutting
understand
the
what.
crust off the sandwiches and everything. I see how she do.
Oh, what you say? I missed it because you're on Web Talk.
I said you over there cutting the crust off the sandwiches and everything, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's how deep we go. Because I want to make sure that you like. It's not even like I just you. That's just how I am. So you know how far I'm going for you. It ain't even a thought. Like
Yeah, like
I'm not even thinking. But this, like, I love
that
you.
type
So
of
that's why
love
too.
run deep, Tiffany. They don't get
Like,
it.
hold on, Shantae. This is why women be going sick. Like women like me or women like Shantae. Like my love runs so freaking deep that when it is a problem and it seems like I'm wilding, it's not for nothing. It's for something. Because that love goes that deep. Like I'm there. Like don't try to play me. Do unto others as you want done to you. Straight facts.
Facts.
So even for a
Facts.
woman, it will be even good if you just bust out and buy me some food. Even if we at the house, you could put a candlelight dinner at the table. Give me a card. I'm gonna be like, yo, thank you. I'm so happy. Like I love you even more just for a card. It goes. It's so easy to make a woman happy.
Are you that?
It's crazy.
Baby, give me some paper and some
Speak
crayons.
that.
I'm trying to
Speak
tell you,
that.
do that every day to your girl. You sitting here saying, oh, she wild and this, that, and the third. Kiss her on her face. Mwah, 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 shut up. You feel me? Like, yo, she gonna like, oh, okay. Like, we
Lick
just
her
need
nose.
attention. We're attention. Yeah, liquor. Like, for real.
Mine don't
You
like
ain't
that.
gonna have no problems, no peep out of her. It's like, we gotta give and take. We gotta meet each other halfway. Somebody gotta fold. Somebody gotta bend at some point. And if you feel like, if that person don't like something, make sure you make a sacrifice and let whatever is hurting her go. And whatever you dislike about her, she gotta let it go, or else it's not gonna work. Ain't no excuses.
She
But
said, no, that's what us queens are supposed to do, but it should also be in return. So facts.
right?
I mean, if you're not giving me that energy, I can't give you all of that. I've done that before and not getting it. And I don't mean because everybody, love differently and might treat you. And you're not supposed to expect that you from you, but you're supposed to expect the person to treat you just as good as you're treating them.
Right.
Like,
and don't give him no marriage wait. Like now we acting like we married. Hold up, you gotta think. Like I ain't even got no ring.
right.
Hold up, like you doing wifey material stuff. So if you're not even trying to do a hint of something,
Like that.
no. But it's just the whole. I know about the marriage. It's just like if you're not even showing, it makes a woman think. Like if you're not showing what I'm showing, and then you don't even got a ring on it either. Like, nah, you doing too much for somebody that it may not even be lasting.
And
Right,
that's when
that's
she
why I said
started
it's
making the
levels
kids
to
play
it.
first again.
What'd you say, Nate?
I said that's when she started making the kids plates first again.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't even exist.
You ain't even getting a plate brought to you. Like, nigga, you better come make your own shit. But you took like,
I'm definitely gonna treat you the way you need to be treated, for real.
right. Appreciation goes a long way. The smallest things matter. Facts. The smallest things. I don't know why, but for y'all, may it seem like it's the most biggest. Like, it just be the smallest things that be so hard for y'all. Like,
What you say
So,
about that, Web?
About what?
Web missed that whole part.
I missed some of it. I heard Tiffany. Tiffany was saying some real shit.
that's what he's talking about.
Oh, nah, I agree with what Tiffany was saying. Yeah, you can do that. You gotta. It's everything is like the yin and yang symbol. It's you got the dark part, you got the light part, and then there's a little bit of light in the dark, and there's a little bit of dark in the light. You got to make a sacrifice to balance things.
And then you know what's crazy when it's two
I
strong
mean,
people
like
going head to head. Like, nah, that don't work. When I'm a
that's when
boss
shit
and
get
you're a
crazy.
boss, the hell?
That's when you gotta. That's when you gotta make the ultimate sacrifice and let go of your ego. And that's when things really, you know what I mean?
And what I
Flourish.
do learn about a man as well, like
Did you put a food
certain
on it?
some gestures, some things that we do as women, like we might
Say
be like rah rah
no.
or whatever,
Just in case
and
I
a
miss.
man does not like it. I didn't say it.
I love you.
Oh, y'all
I'm
hear
about to
me?
say y'all
Okay.
be chilling. I'm about to say y'all be
Like men,
cheerleaders.
they don't like it or whatever. So like if I'm doing it too much, even though sometimes those things provoke us to be like wild and crazy, but if you don't like it and it triggers you, that's something I could try to tone down a little bit and come down, because I see that you're a man. I know, like, your manliness do have me pipe it down. I wish I had some muscles to knock you out, but I don't. But
You see, yeah,
you
she's
feel
crazy.
me? But I
Yo,
don't.
we
So
not
I
violent on
just
the
calm
Venus
it down,
versus
because
Mars, bruh.
it's like, I know my place. I know that you're not trying to control me, but okay, I'm gonna listen. Like, I see a certain place, like, okay, I'll listen. Only thing I ain't listening to when it comes to my kids, my money, if I'm about to sink, I ain't sinking for nobody. That's all I know.
That's
I
right.
like that. You
Amen,
said I ain't
Tiffany.
thinking for nobody.
Amen,
I
Tiffany.
will push you off this boat.
Adios.
Yo, first of all, Nate, you a killer. Your face that you just made, yo. He was like, I'll push you on this boat. Don't vote me.
Like, yes, daddy. Mm-hmm. Yep. When it comes to what? Oh no.
I'm a killer, but don't push me.
She said, like Tiff said, leave me notes, run me bath. Thank you, rub my feet for real. Every Nate song I work on. Come on. Rub my feet, kiss me, send me flowers, cook sometimes. I'm just saying, do some laundry. I may be pushing, but shit, we deserve it. Also, we deal with a lot being a wife or even just a girlfriend with wife qualities. Exactly. So that's what, like, you gotta treat us that way too. Like, you know, it feels good sometimes when you say, you know what, I'm cooking tonight. You don't have to. Oh, word. Oh my god. You know, like
And it's
that
like,
makes us appreciate you more.
don't forget how you got us.
Me
That's
will
the main
appreciate you.
thing. Don't forget how you got me when you was walking me down the street, following me and stuff like that. Don't forget. Like,
You was
When you
getting
was
that's
far.
how
riding
you
all the
got
way
me, because
from
you was
one
lost.
city to the next city, when you was riding a bike in the rain
Nate, you crazy. Not
from
following me.
one
I'm just
city to
saying
the
that
next
happens to
city.
people.
I was,
How about mine just jump straight in my car?
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I was having flashbacks.
My man just jumped straight in my car. Like, what
oh,
the heck? That's how I'm here. That was crazy.
she was like,
Yo!
I like when dudes just jump in my car like that. That was nice.
He just jumped in
It
your car.
wasn't It wasn't like that. He was trying to talk, and he's just like, let's go over such and such, like, and chill. And I'm like, boy, bye. I already chilled with him one time before, and he just hopped in, and ever since we've been riding.
We gonna get you
Did
a
you
gun
wait?
like
Did you go and chill?
Yeah, because we been chilled before that, but then we went to go because I was a smoker, so we just went to go chill and smoke. So we was outside. Feel me? Other than that, after we just hopped in the car together and just been riding. But it takes somebody real strong to do something like that because me, I would have been pushed you off. Like it got to take something real crazy to get me, but he got me.
Oh, hold on. I'm adding the.
Dang, mate,
My bad. I'm trying to.
I just said I'm dying. Yo, y'all funny, yo. Oh man. Listen, I just hope everybody that make their kids plates first, they bringing the kids plates to them first. They making sure everything. Don't halfway do it. Don't say my kid's plate gonna be made first, but you bringing him the plate first. No, if that's what you saying, make sure your kids get everything first, and then you deal with him after you deal with your kids. And don't tell them to come get their own plates. Don't tell them to come get their own plates. Don't do it halfway.
or don't be the type of woman who really be starving their kids until that man get hot. Like,
oh hell no! Now you got something wrong with you, homie.
You feel me? Like, you don't touch that food yet. Your father didn't come.
Nah, I ain't that deep into the old school.
It's people out there like that though. It's crazy. But it's some of them who don't realize that if the man knew, because sometimes the man doesn't even know what's happening because a woman could hush the kids like, no, don't touch the food until your father. Sometimes the father would not even know that is occurring. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but that's crazy. Especially if I know, like, if you know, if it's school nights and he get home later, like, nah, that's just something he gonna have to understand or know, like, me and the kids gonna eat before you. But like we said, when you come home, you're not gonna have to worry about. You'll be, you know, if you want to take your shower, whatever you got to do, your food right there. You don't have to worry about scooping nothing out of nowhere and making your own stuff. Unless maybe it was a tired day. You know, we all human. We all do have some days, like, you know, Nate was saying before. She said, oh, hell nah, never. My kids always going to eat first. Never will I let anyone eat before them. So
Like
the next thing is, what else do you The next thing is, what else do you do to make sure that your person is Is it some type of routine thing that you do? No.
What, Tiffany? Now you being fresh.
No, it's many types of things.
But that's what I'm saying. What we're talking about is one of them. Like, what we're talking about is one of the ways of nurturing and caring for your man.
Because it could be bath water, like it could be running a tub every day. So it's so many things. When I said that, we all know our brain went there. But it's like running a tub of water for him every day, just as well as you know, making sure his plate is first. I'm just trying to bring up more conversation, you know?
Right.
So even though all our minds went there, y'all know what I'm saying.
You gotta learn to appreciate what we do for each other. That's what it is. You gotta appreciate the little things we do for each other. Like when you go in the bathroom and your man put the toilet bath paper in there already, and it's a fresh roll, you gotta appreciate that. But if it was empty, you'd be mad as hell. You gotta appreciate it.
Stupid.
Or he put the toilet seat down, like,
yeah, little things would be amazing.
And when y'all could take turns washing the dishes or stuff like that, just washing the dishes, taking turns, or even
if he not, you know, coming home from a long day working the house clean, like, oh my god, like I'm gonna, nigga, you about to get all of that tonight, like, what, daddy? I ain't even. I'll come home to a.
Now here you go. Now here
you getting fresh? See, I told you we can't. We're women.
You know, that's what it's gonna resort to when you be real.
We're women, so we almost bringing out what I do. If when you wake up,
you feel real appreciated, that's when them big old trips start coming and them big old. Never mind, but that's another topic because, yeah.
But let's keep it real. Like
feeling appreciated can take your relationship a very long way. Appreciating each other, respecting each other, and listen, having that structure, it could take a relationship very far.
Right.
She said, I take his clothes out to bathe him. I massage him when he's feeling sore. She said, well, I used to because I don't have a man to do those things for, but I definitely will make sure he good. Right. Facts. Like, and
You
men
ain't
always saying like
it ain't
there's women
nowhere
that
else to
don't do
look.
that. No, y'all not ready for women like us because it's gonna cause y'all to be greater men. And a lot of y'all not ready for that. So y'all settle for what y'all gonna settle for. Just like y'all say women settle for what we settle for sometimes, it's vice versa. Like, nah. Mm-mm.
You want to get on the camera, baby? Come here, come on.
Oh, this grown folk conversation now.
Come on, get over here. You want to say
Some men
something?
don't appreciate those type of things. Exactly, they don't.
They
Some men don't appreciate it. And they be constantly talking about ain't no woman like that no more nowadays. Yes, the hell it is. Y'all just not prepared for us women like that nowadays.
Tell her.
I'm saying though, you wake up every morning like
What
I'm
my
going.
boy L Cool J said, I need me and around the way, girl. Hey, hey. Like, what? Crazy.
Give me your perspective of life. Come on.
He said facts. And that's a fact. It's all about respecting each other. It's not about neglecting the kids, y'all. I don't think, some women we do have that act like that, but I feel like majority of women do decide to say, I'm gonna make his play first. I feel like we understand it maybe on a different level, or we might understand maybe it's it's a structurized thing. But then, like I said, it's a lot of men up here, well, all the men up here today said that they want their kids to eat first. To me, what the men are saying is that it just makes them, I guess, feel good to know that everybody ate, before them, I guess. That's how I'm looking at it. But I don't think that is never a option of, not an option, but it's ever a woman saying, I want to neglect my kids to make sure I prove something to this dude. And although we have some trifling females like that, I'm not talking about those ones.
Actually, there's a lot of people that do that.
Tell her, Cam. Come here. Come over here.
Nah, I'm not getting that argument.
Come on.
But there's a lot.
Oh, that's your little man. He said it's a lot of them.
Nah, that's my brother.
I'm about to say, what? Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, so you said it's a lot of them?
Oh, there's a lot.
Go ahead. Share your thoughts.
I mean, how many times have you heard females tell their sons, you're just like your father, he ain't no good, you ain't no good? There's a lot of that going on.
Yep.
It's not as cut and dry as that. There's a lot of it. So you could say that, yeah, I don't know what he put her through, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of females out there that go at the kid because of the father.
So
that is very true. That is very true.
There's some people who end up telling. It might sound bad, but it might just be true.
That's true, actually, but you don't tell a child that. Yeah, you should never say that to a child. Yeah, you should never say that.
Like talking down. I get what you're saying, like really talking down. But if the like I could say that only thing you can say is like your dad is not here. Like you really letting the kid know your father ain't here. If we going through something and your father ain't here and you sitting here crying for somebody that's not here, I'm gonna have to straighten up your feelings because we gotta keep it real. That person is not here. Like we can sugarcoat it all the time, but why sugarcoat it when the truth is gonna come out anyway? When this person end up lacking in the future. So I'm not even trying to go against what you're saying. I just had to bring up another side story.
I agree with you, but it's how you go about it. If you just say that person's not here for this reason, that's one thing. But to then downgrade him, even if he is a scumbag, you shouldn't downgrade him to the child. I'm pretty sure as the child grows, he'll figure out that his dad's a scumbag. But as a little kid, a lot of kids look up to their parents no matter how bad they are. So you really don't want to crush that as a child. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm just saying that's how I feel.
Nah, we all see on this show, we all like to give our different perspectives.
Right.
We all talk about the different thoughts. So that's, awesome that you're giving your perspective. I understand you and Tiffany's perspective.
It goes both ways.
And
it's
sometimes it's hard sometimes it's hard as that single parent. Sometimes it's hard not to. And I think that we, as grown-ups, we might have to learn how to control, our emotions or how we feel when we're put in situations where that other parent isn't there, and then seeing your child hurt or, like Tiffany said, crying or just, because that parent isn't around. It is about how you word it and how you say or have that conversation with your child when you're sitting there and listening to them, like, listen, I'm gonna always be here. And, I had a hard time at one point you know, with my kid's father not being around like that with my kids, and no, I didn't constantly bash him, but I did speak to my oldest about, you know, the truth about some things. And, you know, it's Shantae, she gonna see when she get older. Now she's getting a little older. She definitely sees things for what it is. So I definitely agree with you on that. I don't agree with continuously bashing a parent because your child already is going to be dealing with some damage and some trauma from the parent being absent. And then on top of that, now you might have, you know, your child thinking this way, thinking that way, thinking, you know what, I'm gonna go with my mom. I'm gonna lean more towards with my mom. I'm not gonna love my dad. So, you know, I get why you say what you are saying.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too,
Yes.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Tiffany. And I get what you were saying. That's your older brother, Nate.
Take me to the fair. Yep.
What you singing?
But Tiffany, I get what you were saying
Daddy
too.
wasn't there.
Right, it goes, you know, it goes both ways. That's why I had to talk because, you know, everybody, like sometimes you do have to keep it real because I have somebody who they let their kid think, you know, they're just letting them see, but that person hurt them so bad that now they're traumatized. Now it's a hole in them. Why? No. Through this whole thing, I'm going to tell you with ease that this and this is happening. I'm not going to bash it, but I'm going to tell you the truth of what is going on in the real sense. And now I can say that it's some kids that's strong as heck. They're not going to disrespect you, but they know who you are. Like a kid going to love, they're going to love. So I can say all this stuff, and when you do come in their life, they're going to love you. Like, because they ain't going to see. They ain't going to see what I just told you if you feel me, if you're doing what you're doing. But throughout life, when that was happening, I had to fill that hole and tell them what it was so they won't just sit there and linger.
Right. So again, we do have some men and women that are like that. They do too much with when it
For real.
comes to children. You know, just like they say there's women that treat their sons like their boyfriends or, you know, all of that stuff come into play.
It does.
And then come to find out their father ain't even bad like that. They were like, oh, he this, he that, and he ain't even that bad.
Right.
And she said he was just mad.
And that's a whole different that's a whole nother story.
Come to find out he ain't even the father.
Yo, yo. Hey.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about them type of problems, G. It definitely happens, though. It definitely happens, and that's definitely another topic. Webb, are you sleeping?
No, I'm listening.
I need to have a meeting with you after the show because
I'm listening.
We need to have a meeting.
Make sure. Let's meet in the middle.
Huh? Hold up.
Nobody's gonna be the middleman, okay?
It's gonna be me and you.
Nope.
You can say that
I'm vaccinated, but still wearing my mask because I got trust issues and all y'all nasty.
Hey yo, I like that.
Yo, did you make that, Nate?
Yeah. I'm making another
hoodie gang, Nate.
Right now, it's backwards. You can't read it.
Try Jesus, not me, cause I'm
on what?
I throw on shoes or something, boxing gloves.
Oh, I like that one. I might need a hoodie like that.
No one's the bottom. Try Jesus. Don't try me.
It said, try Jesus, not me, because I throw hands, no gloves.
Oh, yeah, because I throw hands.
Yeah, that song.
Exactly, just like that song.
I like that. I want that on a hoodie.
Wait, what song?
A black one, to be specific.
What's his name?
What's his name? Toby something with the dreads or with the locks.
With his wife. Him and his wife?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We should, you know what? Next week, I think we should talk about this whole vaccine thing.
We can talk about it.
Shit.
I think I want to kind of do that. I think that's something that, I mean, we talked a little bit about when COVID first came out. We talked about why a lot of people in the black community don't want to get it and things like that. But now it's like a whole, it's just a whole nother realm of things. So I think that's something that we should talk about. I don't know. But you guys, before we get off tonight, This was a good topic. I thank everybody for ordering like point of views and perspectives. And, you know, like I said, I think a lot of it has to do with how you were raised, or it seems like the men. So to me, it seems like women have, because I kind of feel like, not you, Web, because, you know, we're on the same page, but I kind of feel like if make it seem like us women have it wrong, for the women that do choose, like, I don't know, because a lot of men up here are saying they want the kids to eat first. But like I said, I seen this topic all over social media, so I did see some men, you know, agree like Web did. So I don't know. It's just everybody's different perspective. Nate, he don't care about Nate is fine with being in a relationship and still doing everything for himself, you know. So some people they not okay with that. So you know,
Oh, my bad.
sometimes they want to lighten the load. Nate, Webb, Tiffany, do you guys have anything else that you want to say before we get off tonight?
I believe the women should be in the kitchen barefoot, cooking dinner every night. Cause no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Don't kill me.
All I want to say is it's okay to cater to one another. It's okay to, you know, some like us women, we always put ourselves last in a lot of things. So we know that everybody, if ain't nobody starving, he gonna get that plate. I
agree.
Just make sure that everybody doing their part. Everybody play their part the way they should, and give back what's being given to you.
I like that. Webb.
Yeah, just do your part. Be kind to one another. Learn to think beyond yourself. At the end of the, you know what I mean, I get it. We're all individuals and we all people and we all, you know what I mean, want respect and whatnot. But there's a thin line between feeling that you should be respected and being narcissistic about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when you're dealing with a partner and you're in a relationship, it's important to take into consideration your partner's feelings on things and how they operate, how they've learned, how they've come to learn things. You know what I mean? Their programming, let's say, what they've learned. You know what I mean? Their experience. You got to take the time to understand it, so you can properly operate. You know what I mean? Within it.
And don't deny each other. Don't deny. One thing I know from the Bible: do not deny your wives. All right. So at the end of the day, when she want that, you better get it.
You said your wife?
Nasty.
No, you know what I mean. I'm saying to all people.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
It's just that simple. So, like it says, your body is my body, and my body is yours.
Facts. So you ever turn me down, it's gonna be some blood. It's like, all right. So okay. I just want to say, I think this was a good topic. I'm glad that I've seen it circling around social media. Again, I like the different perspectives. Thank you for all of y'all ending statements. They all were positive. I think that everybody that tuned in tonight could take something from it. Thank you all to the fans and the viewers for tuning in. You guys, we are almost on our 50th episode, you guys, of Venus versus Mars. Like, I'm so excited.
Wow,
I'm going to be doing some giveaways for the 50th. I kind of want to do something. So I'm not going to talk about it yet. I got something in the works. Let me not speak on it. But I wanted to do something for the 50th, like some fun things. So, you know, people could win some Venus versus Mars or talk with Teezy, like, you know, merchandise and gear or whatever. I decide that they are going to win. So for all the viewers, all the fans, those that tune in, y'all look forward. There's going to be some questions put up. But like I said, we almost to that 50th. Like we've been here. We've been standing strong. Like, I'm always grateful. I'm thankful. Like, you guys keep me pushing. Y'all keep me motivated to want to do this. Sometimes it's trying. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I'll be like, but I got to get that energy and I got to pull through because I know that this is greater than me. And this platform that I created is not just for me. So, you know, I'm just forever thankful for you guys. And I want everybody to enjoy the rest of their night. We're going to be back next Thursday with a topic. Venus versus Mars family, you know I love you guys. Thank you for always coming on, holding it down with me on Venus versus Mars.
I'm glad I came back for tonight's episode, man.
And me and
Good to
Webb,
see
we might
those.
go at it, but we here though. We
We
here.
here. We here. We here.
Right. Even though sometimes I want to, never mind. No, I love it. I love it. I love it. Trust me. Yup, Nate, you already know. Bust him up.
Nate, the face guy, huh?
Right.
What?
You can tell how Nate thinks. As soon as somebody say something he don't agree with, you see the faces, you be like, okay, Nate. And then Webb, when he start getting mad, he start Tiffany, I don't know. I think my voice might raise.
All over my face, so you know what I'm thinking.
See, these will be like questions like, what does Nate do when he don't, like, yeah. Anyways, you guys, keep tuning into the Venus versus Mars family, and we will be back next week. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.
Deuces.